Hello, and welcome back to Pearl's Playground. Today we're going to be doing a playthrough of Disco Elysium. Well, in all honesty, it'll take more than a day, but we're going to start our playthrough of Disco Elysium, and this one's actually a bit of a special playthrough. It is a birthday gift from my big sister Charlie. So happy birthday, Charlie! Everyone give her good vibes, say happy birthday, and hopefully this will be a good one. So Disco Elysium, this is a game I've heard a lot about. I know I'm a little bit late to the game on this, and I have a few friends who have said some really good things about this game, and I know are a little bit excited from my end. So let's see, we've got archetypes. I think we're going to create our own archetype. That always seems more fun. Adjust abilities. So we've got a great, a terrible, a weak, and a good. Okay, we have to take away points to get more points. Let's see. So what do we want to be good at? I think in this game we're like a cop or a private detective or investigator, so let's see. We've got intelligence, emotional intelligence, raw strength, and agility. It is kind of funny that the default here seems to be that the cop is not very emotionally intelligent, although that's not... I don't know that that's what I want to play, so let's see. Maybe take a point out of physique and a point into emotional intelligence, and maybe a point out of intellect, and maybe a point into... into physique maybe? That way we're like kinda good at our raw brain power and like being quick. And we're like not too empathetic or strong. This seems fine. And now we've got what looks like sub-skills, set skill. Select your signature skill. This will give you a +1 bonus on that skill, and then additionally the learning cap for every skill of that same type is going to be raised by 1. Huh. Okay, interesting. So based on the stats I picked earlier, each of these skills seems to have a certain number of points in it, and then I get to pick like a signature skill, it looks like. Well, so let's see what some of these are. Do we want to like really enhance something we're already good at? Or do we want to like raise the floor a little bit on something? Let's see, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization is like creativity. Visual calculus, that seems important. Volition. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams and waking life. That's kind of mysterious. I like that. Work your mirror neurons. No, I'm not good at that. Intimidates the public. You know. Understand cop culture. That might be helpful. Men and women. Love and be loved by drugs. Seems like an interesting one as well. Yeah, I think it might be fun to kind of go with a druggy run. So let's go with electrochemistry and set that as our signature skill. And I think that's all we do. I'm going to try my best to stick with this run. For better, for worse on these rolls, we're not going to save scum or anything. We're just going to roll with it and see what happens. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Let's begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
A grain of malt. I typically think of malt as a beverage, so it's like, is this like a drop of a malt beverage? No. Ever.
Never, ever.
So we've got our ancient reptilian brain, kind of basking in this darkness almost. Seems enviable. Oh, to be a lizard basking in the sun. Never ever ever?
Never ever ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a pool of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Oh, limbic system is also quite relatable. I don't know about awareness of this meat thing, but it seems like if we're gonna play a game, Void does not seem like amenable to making choices. So
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
Abyssopelagic zone. Alonzi, never let me go. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Oh, it's all I know, really. I do.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Okay, and we're getting a skill check based on our... So is this like a die roll plus your in it ability in it or something like that? Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Did I do this to myself? It seems like it.
Yes, your one disco mother.
What's waiting for me out there?
There's this giant ball there, in evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large.
Wow, that's a really big ball. How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources is a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
I don't know if I agree with this premise, as it's described. It is sad, if true.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean drowned?
You lost.
Encyclopedia. We're just barely hitting these rolls. The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Koopas Kanima motor carriage. Let's open our eyes and leave the void. Not the most beautiful meat thing I've ever seen. Let's see, it looks like we can click to walk around. Right click seems to highlight items. A Waz also walks around, okay. Let's pick up this bottle. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty, okay. How about pants? Flare-cut trousers, -1 to saber fare, but +1 to electrochemistry. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll with that. That's kind of like up our alley. We can scroll in and out. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Push them out. Gained key to room number 1. Perception says, whirling in rags on the aluminum keychain. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched onto it. It should open the door. Okay, so this is maybe my room. Number 1. Let's see what we got over here. Now, it looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Oh, that's no good. Maybe we can sell it later. Here's a shoe over here. We'll take that. We're wearing the single green shoe. Can we look at, like, let's see, character stats or something? Destroyed in a fit of rage. Recorded in 2043, 1943, we're not really sure. And we have our overall bonuses and minuses. We're not very sneaky with these jingling keys in our pocket. Yeah, that does make sense. Is the shoe giving me anything? No, that's funny. What about the tape player? This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Okay. Let's get our shirt. Disco ass blazer makes us a little bit better at talking to cops. We're like nursing this headache here. No good. Okay, I guess we touch the fan. Ceiling fan. It has 2 pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Let's see. I can try to grab the tie at about even odds, a little bit better than even. Pull on the fan or pull on the light bulb? I mean, why don't we just stop the fan, right? The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. Watch me fail this one, though. Success. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. So I got, okay, so we got a 3 plus a 6. So, okay, we rolled a 6 and then 3 from our modifier to give us... Oh, we rolled a 3 and a 6, and then we have plus 3 modifier and a 3 on Saber Fair. I'm just trying to figure out the rolls a little bit better. We gained a horrific necktie. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Can we turn the light on or off? A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Yeah, let's turn it off. We don't need to be quite so disoriented this early in the morning. Let's see. Check out the bathroom. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Well, alas, you're stuck with me, so... You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Okay. Got a few other things here. More clothing. A white satin shirt. Cool, we're getting dressed. That's fine. What about this? A locked door. And this is a mirror. Mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Flex, flex. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, nothing. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking, it was a deluge of world-ending proportions. So we could sort of maybe look at ourselves? Oh, and indeed, our profile here is sort of this fuzzy monstrosity. I don't like this side profile, so we're gonna wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand toward the surface of the mirror, Inland Empire. Abort! You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see in there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face, or better to not know. Yeah, let's touch it a bit. There's definitely something wrong with it. Okay, what do we think is wrong? Where to begin? There's the bloatedness, the swollenness. It's like an upholstery of alcohol underneath my skin. I'm sorry. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. Honk honk. And it doesn't appear to be particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. Okay. Let's just, take the band-aid off. Behold. This is better than the janky blurry thing. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. I do know that. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it. The face is just making it itself. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Try to stop. Oh my god, you can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You've worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. Oh. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Not superstardom, I'll tell you that much. Indescribable. I think it's supposed to be suggestive. For the ladies. No. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. Or it's an expression of pain. What do I think? I think it's maybe vaguely sympathetic. There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. Oh, we've got a couple skill options here. Let's see. I could try to locate the source of the expression. Very low chance. Or attempt to stop it from happening. Essentially no chance. This is a white check. You may retry it. Oh, okay, and there's like critical misses and critical hits. This is kind of interesting. So if I can retry it, I don't see the harm in this. Check failure. Okay. Formidable failure, even. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Okay. And this one you can also retry, but honestly the odds are so low that maybe I can leave that for later. Let's see. Yeah, got a decent amount of like equip going on here, okay. Okay, let's stumble around a little bit. Sure we didn't miss anything. Oh, here's something. Broken glass. Broken window. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. So that's the damage. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. Did I break it with my own hands? A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it's recent. What did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling back a tool after impact. Okay, interesting. Assess the size of it. Too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. Something heavy and larger than a fist. A shoe? Could it be a shoe? A single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have been heavy enough if thrown with force. I mean, yeah, we are missing a green shoe. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. I should go and get it. Maybe it wasn't me? You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? I mean, I don't know anything. It's not outside the realm of possibility. This person also forced the drinks on you? Alright, I'll go and get the shoe. Oh, we got some experience! Okay, cool. I have no idea how much 5 experience is, but it's better than 0 experience. Cool. This is kind of hidden, oh my gosh. See. Open the door. What else we got? The lady over here and a calendar, it looks like. Bart, 26 degrees centigrade, arid. News coming from the radio. What do we got over here? Something on the table. Money. 0.4 real, okay. And the radio's just kind of giving the weather. It looks like we have a door outside, but let's wander about inside a bit first.
Hello, officer.
Calendar says it's March, the year's 51. Again, we don't know the century, but given like all the little tapes and things, maybe this is the 1900s? Hello, officer. Plasty, Miss Orange Disco Dancer. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. You're shitting me. Yeah, not my choice of profession. All cops are bastards.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Okay, so I've been staying at this hotel for 3 days. What business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Calls it like she sees it. Why don't I remember being a cop? Maybe not the best thing to ask a stranger. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Yeah, accurate. We could try the expression on her. No, I don't think so. Should we be honest with her? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Okay. I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She puts out her cigarette. Reaction speed success. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need, the need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes. Before you go, I have some questions for you. Yes? Let's see, what is it they have it against the police? Where is here? The year, okay. Your room's next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? Let's start with some background. What do they have against the police here? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. Okay. So dock workers are like, we don't need cops. They're probably right. Where exactly is here? You're in a hostel, sir. No, where are we? Where in the world? We're in Revachol. Okay. Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution. She is central to our moment in time. Revachol forever. How about you tell me something else instead? It's 51 now, right? It is 51. What century? That is what's on my mind. The current century? Alright, we got a smart mouth. And what's that? What number? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names, and this is the current one. How many centuries have there been then? Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. She grins. What's so funny? You're right. Her expression turns serious. There's nothing funny about civilization. Oh my gosh. I like this lady. She correctly realizes that, things were going pretty good until the rise of Civ. Let's see. Did you hear anything last night? The usual ruckus, loud disco music. We are a disco man after all. Did I have any visitors? I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. She nods towards room number 2. Or room number 3. So if we're room number 1 and she's room number 3, maybe odds are one side and evens are another. Loud disco music? Oh yes, various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations, prime among them. She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. Oh, that! Yeah, woof. The less said about oh, the better. Oh, were huge where I came from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, she sings, but we go on. Yeah, we go on alright. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it? It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. What happened? A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Cien's? We could just ask her, maybe. What was I singing? That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we are alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Then what happened? Then you started screaming and trashed the place. That's so me. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. Yeah, that's what I would do if I were fighting someone and I wanted someone to think it wasn't a fight. A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped, and furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then, I think, you passed out. It prides me to hear this. Was there anything else? There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5, she nods. And that was it. Alright, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
No, thank you. That was quite helpful. I think we know a little bit more about her ideology now. What's see, she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. And our electrochemistry's kicking in. You should pick up that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Garoma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you! This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. Number 1 priority, or we'll think about it. I mean, if we feel like a smoker, and we are kind of doing an electrochemistry run, so yeah, let's do it. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, and blam! Instantly a cool renegade man, a mysterious red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. New task. Find smokes and smoke them. Plus, smoking gives them massive bonuses. Interesting. Okay. We've got a couple tasks now. And a map. Oh, for the white checks. Okay. Oh, we need a copy of the map. Find smokes and smoke them and find your other shoe. Find a pack, put it in your hand, in the held slot in the inventory, and the smokes will do the rest. Okay. Got a couple quests, nice. We don't want to go back in our room. Can we interact with her door? I don't know if we want to bother her right now. Maybe wander around a little bit. What do we have over here? Weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Okay. Now I think let's go back. Can we run? Yeah. Let's run. We're here. Double click to run, space to stop. Helpful. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Oh, I love that fresh sea air. What are you talking about? Well, looks like we've got our shoe over here. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Okay. Take our shoe. Task complete. Find your other shoe. 10 experience. Composure. There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like 2 baby crocodiles. Wait, these don't look like normal cop shoes. How do they fit? Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Oh, and it healed our morale a little bit, nice. I don't know how quickly time is passing, but 8:36 day 1 right now. Is there anything else I can do up here right now? I don't think so. So we'll go back inside. And then we'll go downstairs. Need to pass time, buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. I feel like usually in limited time games I'm not like actively trying to pass time, but I will make a little mental note of that. Well, this music's kind of relaxing. Let's start checking the place out. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. Let's see, is my soul immense, modest, puny, obscured by the hangover? I think I have a normal-sized soul. Exactly, it's measured, level-headed, it needs to be heard for a PA system by other people. What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing the sad, small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. Or something happy like from those ostentatious orchestrations, folks. I think a sad song would be more appropriate for the times. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. New task, sing karaoke. You would need another copy of the tape first. The one upstairs is destroyed. Okay. So we got our shoe, but now we've got a new task: sing karaoke. Preferably in the evening. Let's interact with some objects before we talk to anyone else. What's this? The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Nosafed for health. Okay. A healing item. Yeah, let's take it. Water cooler. Large bubble rising to the surface. This menu's been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu, whereas today starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. What is that? It's just the stairs. There's a hole in the wall. It doesn't want me to interact with it though. What's going on over here? The door is bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until about 1 o'clock. I struggle with military time, we'll see. Oh, 8:39. I'll have to keep note of when time progresses. Inside you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia. A strike poster and some red pennants. Heck yeah. My people. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 4. And over here. Don't mind me. This Royal Pinball Machine's unplugged. Okay. Mind me, just exploring around a bit. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid spilling out. Our old friend electrochemistry. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? An hour? 2 hours? Pretty long, it's drink o'clock. Maybe an hour. Sweet lord, a whole hour! And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Let's see, I've either secretly been thinking about it. Should I be thinking about this? Drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a bar and lemonade. Yeah, if any, just to nurse the hangover. Just to nurse the hangover. Forget about the bar, or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, let's get wild. Lick it! I can lick it, not lick it, or lick it, but only a little. Yeah, let's taste it. Just a little bit. You lick it, but only a little. Only with the tip of your tongue because you're a pleasure delayer. After 2 or 3 licks, the crust begins to melt and a sweetness breaks loose. The sharp, titillating scent of alcohol rises to your nostrils. It's dizzying. New task, find booze and drink it. A real drink would go well with those cigarettes. That's a real combination. Oh, we're gonna hope no one, like, saw me do that. Hangover feels really bad. Gotta take the edge off. Okay, so we need alcohol, we need cigarettes. And that killed a couple minutes worth of time. Let's talk to Sleepy Man. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mudcake boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines encircled by a logo with a tree. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Carabiner? Carabiner. We'll say carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blistered pack of headache medicine. Let's see, we could steal the pills from him. We could inspect the plastic on his carabiner. We could try to wake him up. What's the plastic say? It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. Let's see. We could steal his ID. Or try to. We won't be able to retry it, but we'll win more often than not. Let's pick up the pills. We gain some magnesium. He doesn't mind. You probably need them more than he does. Let's see, tutorial agent, you've just picked up medicine. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Click on the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can get his ID. Success. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID in a leather-bound pocketbook. And the man? The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. Let's see, we can steal the document or swipe through the pocketbook and take what's inside. Let's see here. I think I want the plastic ID. I think that'll come more in handy. We'll steal the document. Item gained, dockworker shift card. You slip the plastic ID out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. Yeah, well, it still may come in handy. We can try to swipe the pocketbook. Let's see. Money gained, 5 real. Oh, heck yeah. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Alright. The sleeping dockworker has little to say. He remains silent. Let's leave him be for now. Oh my gosh, I feel like we're rocking all our checks right now. I'm sure that will, like, we'll rock all these meaningless checks and then just get, like, utterly destroyed on something super important. Let's see. Summer door. Closed for the winter. Okay. So I think now might be a good stopping point. I think I'll talk to this guy and people over in the corner next episode. But yeah, this is looking to be a promising start. We are fully dressed about. We've got a few quests. We gotta get karaoke and booze and cigs. And I don't know, we got some info out of the lady next door. We stole some stuff. Yeah, I feel good. So we'll save here. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. I hope you all have a good day. And happy birthday, Charlie! Bye.